Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to RobMotive. You know, as I'm out here cruising around in my it's a 2023 Toyota Tacoma, I'm really starting to feel, Toyota's starting to make me angry. They're starting to hack me off. I've got a car on order right now with Toyota. I've been waiting for, it's coming up on about a month. This car came out in January this year. It's now almost July. If I have this car in July, frankly, I'll be surprised. 7 months after it's supposedly available, right? And it leads me to the Toyota Tacoma because I want the new Tacoma. Now, I know, and Toyota has said, that they're not going to have the 2024 hybrid version, the hopped up version with the most horsepower and torque and tech and all that stuff, available until next year. That's what I've heard. That it's going to follow the release of the current, or not current, but the upcoming 2024 redesign. Now, that means even if I wanted to, I couldn't buy one now until next year, which I do want to. And it makes me wonder about when we're actually going to have availability on the new Tacoma, the 2024s. Toyota follows this formula, it seems. They have a lackluster release. They put out little pictures and stills of trucks, the new truck, in this case, the Tacoma, and then they blow it all out one day, still without all the details. I mean, we don't know pricing. We don't know specs. Certainly Toyota knows all this by now. Why not release it? Let's have everything released. Nonetheless, it's their formula. We have to live with it. They did the same thing with the new Tundra. I expect the same procedure with the Toyota Tacoma. Now, the way I think it's going to happen, somewhere in probably September, October, something like that, August if we're lucky, they're going to start releasing, or they're going to fully release the new Tacoma, which, by the way, it's not fully released yet. They're going to fully release all the details, and then you're going to be able to supposedly order one. Now, what I think is going to happen, I know what's going to happen in my area. You're going to go to the dealership, you're going to try to order one. They're going to tell you that you can't order one, that you have to take what's coming in allocation. In other words, what Toyota decides we need and what they're going to build and what they're going to make available. Not to consider what it is that we may want, right? So you're not going to be able to order one right away, even though they're going to say that it's open and you can order one. Okay. And it's funny too, I know there's dealerships out there that are actually taking deposits on the new 2024 Tacoma. For what? I don't know. What you get? I don't know. I guess to make you feel like you've got something. What it really does is gives the dealership a little bit more money to stick into interest earning accounts, to make a little more money on the side, and to kind of make you feel like you're committed so you don't change your mind, right? That's what I think. Anyway, come the end of the year, they're going to start releasing them, and there are going to be some available. In other words, they're going to start shipping, but it's not going to be in some mass number. It's like this car that I have on order. They're shipping some here and there. Right now, I hear there's some kind of a campaign against them, maybe just mine in particular, where it's missing something. In other words, we still have part shortages. Now, that might mean that it's not all Toyota's fault, right? I mean, if they can't get parts from their vendors, obviously they can't build the trucks, they can't ship them. So we're still in that period of time after the Great Sickness, right? We're still in that era where there are shortages on everything. Vendors or manufacturers can't build their products, vendors can't get them, and we can't buy them. Now, what's frustrating to me is that they put these out, which is what they're going to do with the Tacoma, state that it's available, and you can't get it. And the dealerships will take your money, making you think that you're going to get it, when they really have no clue or no idea when these vehicles are coming in. They're at the mercy of the manufacturer, who is at the mercy of the parts suppliers. It's just a vicious cycle, a vicious circle, I think. And it all started about, we're in 2023, about 3 years ago, I think. And I say that because I ordered a 2020 Toyota Tacoma. Now, that Tacoma was a manual transmission. And unbeknownst to me in the beginning, not until a little bit later on, Toyota at that point does not or did not build manual transmissions in a normal build cycle. They would build manuals for like a month or something, and then there'd be a couple of months where they didn't build any. And then they'd build them again for a month, and then 2 more months there wouldn't be any. Something like that. I could be a little off on the timing. So they weren't always being built, which means if you went in, you could actually really order a Tacoma then. If you went in to order one and you were at the end of that cycle, you would wait 2 months before they even started the truck. It took me about 5 months, I think it was, dead on to get that truck. So I had the 2-month wait, and then I had a 3-month build process. 3 months to build a truck? I mean, I don't know. Other manufacturers seem to be doing it in about 8 weeks, a couple of months. Toyota's about another month behind. And I know some folks out there will say, well, that's because Toyota's building a more quality product. It takes them longer to build. That's a bunch of BS. They've been building trucks for a long time. They've got it down. I have no doubt about that. They do build, I think, the best quality truck out there, but they know what they're doing. I think it's maybe a planning issue. I don't know. Maybe they want to keep the supply a little bit low, at least the availability to get one quickly, so they can keep the aura of the Tacoma alive, right? So that they can make it seem like it's a more desired product, and if you get one, you're actually kind of lucky. I don't know. I don't know what their rationale is. You know, for me, if I'm a manufacturer, and maybe that's why I'm not, maybe I have this wrong, and people want my product, I'm going to put as many of them out there as I can, because if they're selling, I'm making money, the customer's happy, let's keep it rolling. But it doesn't seem to be that way for Toyota, even when they're not involved in any kind of a part shortage situation or a labor situation or a world sickness like we had before. Again, keep in mind, the 2020 that I ordered was before the big world sickness. 5 months to get a truck, 2 months just waiting for Toyota to put them back in the build cycle again. And while I'm speaking about the manual, you know, Toyota is continuing with the manual transmission. This upcoming truck is going to have a manual available, which I find amazing. I can't believe they're doing it, and I really don't believe that it's going to continue for long. I think that probably the 2024 model year will be the last year of the manual transmission in the Tacoma, but we'll see. Maybe demand will increase. Toyota will deem it profitable to continue to make manuals, and they'll last a little bit longer. We shall see. Anyway, I just wanted to get on here, kind of run through that with you guys. I'd be curious to know what you think of the whole process. What do you think of Toyota's formula, of their procedure? Do you find it frustrating as well? Leave a comment. Let me know. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Bye.